Today on Straight Talk, I'm with Dr. Gavin Macgregor-Skinner, Director of GBAC, and we're going to talk about some important developments that have been coming about since the election. Gavin, it seems like there's a new strategy document that's been released by the White House. Tell us about that.
Yes, since President Biden has been inaugurated and has taken control and command of the White House, there's been a number of documents that have been published publicly, Jeff. One of those was on Wednesday was the 198-page National Pandemic COVID Strategy. When I've now read that document, I see lots of opportunities for the clean industry. And again, what's in that document and what's happened especially yesterday, has got me really excited for all of us involved in what we do.
All right. One thing I think we're all noticing is President Biden is signing executive orders left and right. Do these impact the cleaning industry?
Like most presidents, when they first come into office, Jeff, we've seen this, and if I've been in the US now for 20 years, every president, we've seen this happen. President Biden has signed about 28 executive orders in these first 2 days. There's at least 11 of those executive orders for COVID-19, for the coronavirus, that will directly impact or have some impact on the clean industry. And I think, again, it's exciting for me because it's opening up opportunities for us, but it's time for us to start putting our heads together to plan what are the next steps so that we can, as we support these executive orders as they start to get implemented across the many states here in the US.
Some of the information I've seen involves wearing masks. He's signing orders that you have to wear masks on airplanes, buses, trains, out in public. What do you take from that?
Oh, Jeff, this is really interesting. So there's been an executive order that has actually clearly stated that you must wear a mask, a face covering, in an airport, on a plane, train and bus, public transport. More interesting, we're not sure what sort of mask. Again, we wear masks. It's up to our own individual interpretation of what mask we're going to wear. But what we've seen this week, Jeff, in countries like Germany and France, they've actually stated that when you take public transport, this is the type of mask you must wear. And they're moving away from those homemade masks. Now, the other thing that President Biden has said is he wants to start reopening federal government again. And he said that there will be a mandatory mask wearing as you come to work on public transport, for example, as you get into the federal government offices. And we're not sure which direction this is going to take. We're going to stay tuned and advise all our members what's happening. But we're really interested to see whether the government will say, this is the mask you must wear versus what we're all wearing right now, which is a lot of it's homemade masks.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Gavin, I think everyone loves OSHA, don't we?
We will. It's a good, OSHA's there for a reason. Again, OSHA is there to help workplace safety, to prevent, again, injuries. And it's always hard to navigate. Whenever we talk about OSHA, Jeff, I talk about education in the same sentence.
Well, I have a question about OSHA. It seems like the president's ordering OSHA to do some new guidance, create new standards, and also step up and enforce the rules. How do you feel about that?
This is a very big one for the clean industry. He has said straight off the bat, enforce the rules. Okay, that means we have to be well educated, well trained, understanding what is OSHA going to then enforce. And it's all on there. It's there. It just needs interpretation. It's not clear. You don't need a PhD to interpret it. It takes time. And that's where ISSA and the GBAC team are really trying to help the clean industry. The other thing he's mentioned, and I'm enthusiastic. I'm excited about this. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. We've seen a number of states here in the US, like Virginia, create their own safety standards for workers when it comes to working in the front lines, like cleaning staff work on the front lines for COVID-19. He has now told OSHA to revise the current guidelines, but also to create new standards as it applies not just to COVID-19, but any other infectious disease agent. So what we're seeing moving forward from these executive orders is not just for the emergency we have now with COVID-19, but will impact us or how we clean and disinfect for any other infectious disease agent in the workplace, how we have to read and follow the manufacturer's labels and the daily safety sheets for the disinfectant and cleaning products. So this is really important. What comes out very quickly, we're going to help interpret, and then how to do it to make sure everyone knows and understands what OSHA is saying and what it looks like, in the workplace. How does it keep our cleaning staff safe?
One last thing, Gavin, the COVID-19 Health Equity Task Force, that's brand new as well. Tell us about that and why the cleaning industry should understand what that is.
Yes, so one of the executive orders has created a health equity task force, and this team is going to look at location, race, ethnicity, age groups, occupation. What we know within the cleaning industry, Jeff, is that all of our cleaning staff are essential employees. And what I mean by that, they're frontline troops. They are working in high risk areas where there's could be high viral load, lots of virus, and there's a risk there. It's dangerous in places. So it's really important that we ensure, and what we're seeing from the numbers we're getting from various states, the number of our cleaning staff, our frontline essential employees, have not really achieved, that vaccination level that we thought was going to happen very quickly. And we want to advocate for that through ISSA and GBAC. So this health equity task force may be the solution to get more of our cleaning staff vaccinated earlier, quicker, faster, and in those locations that really need it, where there's high community spread, for example. So again, I'm excited by this. Let's see what happens next.
All right, Gavin. Well, thank you for keeping us up to date, and we'll look forward to more reports from you in the future.
Oh, Jeff, there's a lot more that's going to come from this national strategy, at least 11 executive orders, and stay tuned, everyone. We're going to be, Jeff and I, we're going to keep talking about this for weeks.
All right. Talk to you later.
Take care. Bye now.